Okay, so there are a couple main components when it comes to the back squat. First off, we'll talk about specifically about bar position. Now the key thing about bar position is that you need to make sure that you're putting the bar in a spot on your upper back where the center of gravity actually just drives straight down. Now you're gonna see a lot of different schools of thought when it comes to overall barbell placement, but this is where I find as a physical therapist, this allows you to generate the most amount of power, also generates the most amount of force and stability out in the core, so then that way you are not overextending at the low back. And that's going to be sitting right at the base of your neck, really more so your upper back, your upper traps. Now when you get into that position, you want to make sure that you keep your hands at the level, so then that way you can make it so that you have a straight wrist. Because the moment that those wrists actually end up breaking, or you end up getting onto your fingertips, you actually lose a lot of stability and positioning. So I definitely recommend having your hands knuckles on top, aka 12 o'clock, having those elbows slightly cocked back, so then that way you can have a straight forearm. Now at this point, when you have it on your upper back, this gives you the opportunity to stay nice and tight. So then that way, you are going to be preventing this overextension, and you're also going to be avoiding this position without having that bar roll off your back. Now once you get that barbell onto your back, whether it be you're racking it from the barbell rack itself or putting it onto your back, the next portion is actually stabilizing. So you're going to go ahead and focus on pulling your ribs down towards your midline. And once you do that, you're going to take a big breath in with the pressurized midline, send the hips back and down with the torso leaning forward. Now at this point, as you can see, my hands are actually sitting right above the level of my foot. Now what that actually allows me to do, it allows me to create tension in the core, and that way it allows me to focus on generating force through my hips rather than take it onto my low back.